Today, I'll be sharing some NYC cheat codes that every tourist needs to know that I've learned after living here a dozen years. These will save you time, money, and a lot of headache. Here we go. I want to give a special thanks to Jolo for giving me the idea to make this video on a community tab post. Thank you so much. This cheat code starts the second you step off your flight and get ready to head to the city from any of the area airports. Have every single rideshare app downloaded on your phone. Lyft, Uber, and Revel. Revel is the newest, and that's where you ride in Teslas. And actually, I have a $20 off your first ride coupon right here. Feel free to use that. But a prime example, I was just at LaGuardia Airport 1 week ago. Every single person, it seemed, was trying to get an Uber. So a quick ride to Brooklyn for me would have cost over $100. With Revel, it was $45, but you can play around with this at all of the area airports. Always shop for the best fare. Another tip would be don't forget about taxis. At LaGuardia, for example, there was zero line for taxis, and I know it would have been way cheaper than taking an Uber. Same situation at JFK, $70 flat fare to get to Midtown Manhattan. If you see that your Uber is well over $100, don't be afraid to jump into a yellow cab. Extra bonus, you're riding in an icon of New York City. Ordering pickup instead of doing delivery on any of the food apps like Uber Eats or DoorDash. Let's say you're going back to your hotel, Airbnb, place an order for pickup and get it on the way home rather than paying all the extra fees for delivery with tips, etc. This is even something I do living in the city. If I'm within a 5-minute walk of any kind of pickup, I'll do that over delivery almost every single time. On the topic of placing pickup versus delivery, how about skipping the line? At a lot of famous New York City eateries, placing your order in advance will save you 30 minutes or more. Prime example, Magnolia Bakery. My wife is obsessed with the banana pudding. She always, when we lived in the village, used to place her order for pickup, cut the line, got the banana pudding, got right out of there. Same concept, Russ and Daughters, you want the famous Nova Scotia salmon, the scallion cream cheese bagel. You could do the same at Giuliana's or Grimaldi's in Brooklyn. Place your order in advance, skip the line, have some extra time to yourself. Going to your local bodega or deli, I've had many British viewers tell me this concept does not exist in the UK. Apparently 10% of you watching are from the UK. If I ever went to London and went to a pub, would you guys meet me? I'm curious. But yes, bodegas are the ultimate cheat code for locals in New York. Tourists don't go to them that often. For example, the other day, I got a $7 salad for lunch, which was humongous, filled me up. They've just gotten really popularized by people like the Aki Way. We did a video with him. They're insane sandwiches, but really any deli, any bodega in New York City for a cheap meal on the go that can actually be healthy, great cheat code. If you're visiting New York for the first time, check out our guides. We have itineraries, food maps, you name it, check it out. Link down below in the description. Super helpful for first timers. I can't take credit for all of these. We have some viewer submitted cheat codes, which are great. Karen N said, always carry a water bottle with you. We got the best tap water in the world. Otherwise, be prepared to pay upwards of $7 to $8 for bottled water. Okay, unless it's like a liter of Fiji water, it's not gonna be $7 or $8. And I don't know if it's the best tap water in the world, but it is certainly drinkable, great tip, and also really good for the environment. Bobby in Blue with an absolute ingenious cheat code. If you're staying in the city and need something from Amazon, you can utilize one of the many Amazon pickup spots available all around the city. Amazon is fast in NYC. Put your order in at the start of the day, choose a pickup spot near your hotel or area you're headed to visit later in the day. Many times your items will be there in a few short hours. This is so true. Like if you forget almost any item from your home city or country, get it from Amazon real fast. Kelly Craven, if you can't get a reservation to a popular restaurant because they're all taken on your date, set an alert on Resy or OpenTable. People tend to cancel once the date gets closer if you're flexible. Yes, if you have a certain Michelin-starred restaurant that you really want to go to and you only have one day to do it, put an alert on Resy. Very good tip. Only if you're an extreme type A personality, Mao Tao wrote, turn on notifications for weather apps so you know when rain is coming. You should check the weather forecast every morning anyway to see if there's any chance of rain or cold weather, but having notifications if rain is coming, I mean, that's interesting. I've mentioned this in so many videos, but unless you're taking the air train at JFK Airport, you don't need a Metro card anymore. If you have any kind of contactless payment on your cell phone, Omni, you just tap and go. Not really a cheat code, but a lot of people still don't know about this. This right here is the indication board. Now this is very useful if you're riding late at night and you want to be in the same subway car as the conductor. This is where they stop. Number two, if you want to ask the conductor a question about how to get to the next station, about if you're lost, also, you can chat with them. They'll be right here. Atlantic next? I used to run into this all the time if I was taking the subway during rush hour, especially for express trains. If they're super packed like sardines, and you're not in a rush, you don't have a dinner reservation, Broadway show, wait 5 minutes for the next train. I guarantee you it's gonna be at least 25% less full. If you're a type A personality like me and you want to be as efficient as humanly possible when you take the subway, City Mapper will even tell you where to sit on the train to be closest to your exit. Might save you a minute or two, maybe 5 at a big station. I'm hiring child actors. I don't think I could afford these guys. So you love watching YouTube for information on New York. I appreciate your support on the channel, but I even watch other platforms for New York City creators. I think Instagram Reels is the best. There's so many creators on there doing all sorts of different stuff daily. Yes, they're making content daily. I don't know how they do it. Here's some accounts you should follow. Picture Perfect Luis, New York City for All, Marco's World NY, and the Bing Buzz. If you need that fresh dopamine infusion of New York City daily, just go to Instagram, follow them. You're gonna get so much cool information. I even get a lot of ideas from the stuff that they cover. I have never heard of a single tourist knowing this app, but Too Good To Go is something that many locals go crazy over. It's an app where restaurants and cafes sell surplus food from the day at really cheap prices. I'm talking like $5 or $6. Your mileage may vary on how much you get, but I just put in Midtown Manhattan for today, and I saw meal options from salads to pizza, Italian, even grocery stores. So if you're on a budget and you're not picky and you wanna have a little fun, try ordering lunch or dinner from Too Good To Go, and you will save a fortune, I promise you. If you want to avoid paying $45 for the Circle Line Sunset Cruise, which I think is worth it for many people, you want something quicker that'll still get the highlights on the East River, consider the NY Ferry for $4 in each direction alongside the East River. You'll still hit a lot of the icons like the Brooklyn Bridge, the Manhattan Bridge, seeing some of the skyline from the east side. A budget option that a lot of tourists have no idea about. Now that you know all these cheat codes, if you're visiting New York for the first time, watch this video to avoid a lot of common mistakes people make in their first 3 days. Head here next.